Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Share the live. Share. Thank you guys for showing on up. I see you in the building. Oh my goodness. Zen, I'm going to have to call you and tell you some stuff. Like, we will not do that again because I'm seeing what's going on. But Sanja Watts is in the building. Thank you for supporting us, Sanja Watts. That's my girl. She's always here. She tried to be. Zena's in the building. Woke to God. And I see Crystal, Tina Paris, Lisa Calhoun. How you guys doing? Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good Monday. It is Monday. You guys, oh yeah, we were going to talk about, we actually was going to talk about, P. Diddy today. But you guys, I've been watching and following the case of the two missing Kansas women. And I just want to share a little highlights of what's going on with that situation. Because, there is some kids involved in the whole situation where these two women were supposed to pick up these kids because they were going to go to a party. Well, she was going to get custody of the kids. Well, these two women came up missing. So I'm going to share with you that, and then we can get in our little just conversation about P. Diddy. But I do want to keep focus on the kids, though. So the two women were last seen March the 30th. One woman was part of a bitter, she was a part of a bitter custody battle. The police have recovered two bodies just April the 14th, you guys, just yesterday. Because today's the 15th. Your taxes is supposed to be in unless you finna get an extension, or in your town it's another time or date or whatever. But it doesn't work like that for me. So anyway, so they're saying on a slew of investigations for the missing mom, the two women had vanished while driving to Oklahoma. Oh, they're beautiful. These women are beautiful. Beautiful. Veronica is one of them, and I think Veronica is the oldest one. I don't know if Veronica's the oldest. I think she's like 39, and then there is Jillian. But the two bodies was found in a rural Texas county. So, and then it says Oklahoma. So I don't know if it was in Texas they found the women, or in Oklahoma they found the women. But after police began searching for the remains of the two Kansas moms who went missing more than 2 weeks ago, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, that's the OSBI. So when you hear OSBI, that is the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. It's just like here in Kansas, it's the KBI, it's Kansas Bureau of Investigation. We don't have Kansas State. We don't say KS. But, in different states, that's how you want to say it or whatever. So anyway, the investigation has continued, but Sunday they found the women. They found two women. Everybody around in the Midwest, you're talking about Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. I don't think Texas is really Midwest, but it can be considered it. Some people consider it, but it's really not. But anyway, Oklahoma and Kansas is. I know that. We don't consider the Midwest. We are the Midwest. But anyway, the investigation continues into the disappearance of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly of Hugoton, Kansas, who vanished along an Oklahoma highway last month. Police said they were notified the public when the bodies are identified, as well as the cause and manner of the death. They haven't said the cause and manner. They just retrieved the bodies, the remains, yesterday, and police would not say whether the bodies were found together. Now, I heard, I don't know how true it is, but I heard they were digging a shallow grave and recovering the bodies. So they had actually arrested 4 people. That is crazy to me. How in the world can 2 people come up dead, vanish, missing, and they arrest 4 people? That means, I tell people all the time, one person didn't do this by themselves. So police first announced that they disappeared after their car was found 1,000 feet off of the Oklahoma State Highway 95 along a dirt path. And then there's a guy named Tad. He's 43. Tiffany Adams, she's 54. These are old folks. Cole Twombly, he's 50. And Cora Twombly, they must be married. She's 44. They were arrested in Texas without incident in connection with the disappearance of the women. Now, Adam is the paternal grandmother. So let's see. Tiffany Adam, the 54-year-old woman, she's the paternal grandmother. I'm telling you, it's all about kids. Kids. So Tiffany Adams is the paternal grandmother. And let me share with you something. Adam is the paternal grandmother of the Butler children, and Colmar is Adam's boyfriend. So Colum is Adam's boyfriend. So Ted Colum, he's 43. He's 43 and his girlfriend is 54. That's a 9-year difference. Hold on. 11 years different. That's 11 years different. Yeah, 11 years different. Hold on. This thing is keep flapping on. While police have publicly not shared much about the ongoing investigation, probable cause affidavit filed in support of the criminal charges against the four suspects obtained. Okay, they revealed a bitter custody battle between Butler and Adam involving the death threats and plans for violence. So they planned this. Who are the missing moms? Veronica and Jillian. Butler, 27, is 5'4", and she has red hair, green eyes. She was last seen wearing a blue short sleeve shirt, denim jeans, and high-do shoes. Police said Butler has a butterfly tattoo on her left forearm. Now Kelly, she's 39. She has brown hair, blue eyes. She was last seen wearing a long sleeve shirt, white washed blue jeans, and either tan or beige shoes. The Highway Patrol said Kelly has several tattoos, including the Chinese symbol on her left forearm and a sunflower on her left shoulder. Okay, so Kelly. Wow. So Kelly's the older one. Julian Kelly is the 39-year-old, and Veronica is the 27-year-old. So I'm wondering whose baby was it? It had to be maybe Veronica, the young redhead, with the green eyes. But anyway, let's read on. The son was in rehab. Yeah, that's what they said. The son was in rehab. The S-O-N, not the S-U-N. But the two women was traveled together to pick up Butler's two children for supervised visitation from Adam's home, court papers stated. So Butler probably knew something was, like, I'm scared of these people. Always take somebody with you. Now you see what happens when sometimes you take somebody with you? These two women never showed back up. So the children have been staying with the Adams homes. Drone footage shows area where the missing Kansas mom's car was found. Okay, so the police have described the two women as more acquaintance than friends. Police has described the two women as more acquaintances than friends. So the two women shared a more acquaintance, maybe a relationship. And that's the way the world is now. You don't know if it's a relationship or was they in a group. Because I heard, and this is just, by the grapevine, I heard they were in a kind of a group, like a cult or something. But we'll keep on going. We're not going to just think, because they say as more acquaintances, that still could be they shared a relationship or they shared in a group. Okay? So the family member, Kelly was, okay, so then it says Kelly was the supervisor of the childhood visits for Butler. So Kelly was the supervisor of the childhood visits for Butler. Oh, so she was the supervisor. Oh my goodness. She was supposed to be just supervising the childhood visits for Butler, family member, who have been asked to postpone media interviews until the police tell them otherwise. Say the two women were involved in their community and their churches. So Kelly was the supervisor. I don't know. They might be talking about another Kelly. Anyway, the car that the two women were traveling in was found in a vast open area near Yarbrough School, from which Butler graduated in 2015. Despite investigators believing foul play could be involved in the women's disappearance, there are no visible signs of an active large-scale search. No grid searches, no K9 units, and no police compound centers are in place. And they just found these. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have, they didn't do a search. Now they did put out a wide thing. Alarms come on your phone and tell you that there's two Caucasian women, one with red hair, one with blonde hair, green eyes, blue eyes. It come up, but it wasn't like they threw it out there all the time. I'm just letting you guys know. But they did. It was on the news all over the place. Some people were asking. So she was like a CPS worker. I don't know yet. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out some more information. Maybe not today, but we are. This is all about a child custody battle. But the kids are safe, you guys. I just want you to know. But anytime when you're dealing with custody battles, it gets nasty. I mean, and I get it because I was in a custody battle. And I mean, I couldn't even believe my son's dad wanted to take my child from me. He was there when he was born, but I mean, he disclaimed that that was his kid the whole time I was pregnant. I mean, it was embarrassing. I'm saying he the daddy, he's saying he ain't the daddy, and blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff. And to be honest with you, he knew that he was the child's father, but he didn't want to pay child support. And I mean, and that hurts. Not that he didn't want to pay child support, but he's not claiming his child. Now all of a sudden you want the child, a child you couldn't even claim. I told that judge, you can't give this baby to him because he said the baby ain't even his. That tells you he's not in love with the child as more as I am, because the child is mine. I say that, and he is the father. Anyway, we did blood testing and it came back 99.9% his. Anyway. Despite investigators' belief foul play could be involved in the women's disappearance, there are no visible signs of activity, large-scale searches, no grid searches, no K-9 units, and no police command centers are in place. Butler family says the two were traveling together to Eve, Oklahoma, to pick up Butler's two children. I gotta remember, Butler is the redhead. Okay. So, the report this week that the car was found just 3 miles from its intended destination. The meetup with the children's grandmother was set to take place at an abandoned gas station in a section of Oklahoma. Why would they want to meet up at a abandoned gas station? I mean, you got all kind of stores all around. Why are you meeting up at an abandoned gas station? Oh, there's an old such and such on Compton Road or whatever. That right there is red flag. Red flag. People put the red flag up in the chat. See what I'm saying? People not looking at the red flags. While Jillian was just there to supervise. I don't know yet. I don't know. I think she was. I think Jillian was there just to, but they said Kelly. So Jillian, hold on. Jillian Kelly. Yeah, that's her name, Jillian Kelly. Okay. So, reported this week that the car was found. Okay. So, the drive from Hugatone to the meet-up spot in Eve is about 45 minutes. So, on Saturday, 4 people was arrested in connection to the disappearance of 2 Kansas moms. Tad, Tiffany, Cole, Cora. They was arrested in Texas. Okay, all 4 was booked into the Texas County Jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. Now, the thing about that is somebody out of the whole group done told it. Thank you, Sonia Watts, for putting up the red flags. See, that's a red flag when you're meeting up at an abandoned building. Why would you? No, if she thought that this grandmother wasn't gonna go off, grandmothers go off, you guys. I'm one of them. Yeah, I want now. You know what? I love my grandkids to death. I really do, but I'm not finna hurt somebody for my grandbabies now. Come on now. I heard through the grapevine allegedly that the grandma wanted to do this in Kansas back in February. Oh, girl. Okay. Thank you for that little input, Tina Powers. You go, girl. So all 4 was booked in the Texas County Jail. So Wrangler Rickman, the father of the two children, so these the his name is Wrangler Rickman. Oh, that tells you right there. His name tells you a lot. His name tells you a lot. And I did get that. I'm gonna read it in a minute. But it says the father of two children had legal custody. So Wrangler had legal custody of the kids, but was in a rehabilitation facility. So the children was living with Adams at the time of the disappearance. So the children was living with Adams, meaning the grandmother. Thank you, Tina, for putting the red flags. Thank you, Zena, for putting the red flags up in there. Thank you, Lisa Calhoun, for putting the red flags up there. We need to know these red flags when we see them, you guys. And y'all be acting like y'all don't know what a red flag is. I be like, that's a red flag. You think these people got it? Like they don't go off and crazy? This grandmother wanted them babies. And you know her son probably said, don't let him have my babies. Don't let her have my kids. And they probably boys on top of that. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to get into this. Kelly was the supervisor of the childhood visit for Butler. That's all Kelly was, you guys. Oh my God. Court papers stated the two women were in a part of Oklahoma to meet up with a guardian for Butler's children who are ages 6 and 8. 6 and 8. So the kids are 6 and 8. And we did find out that Kelly was just only the supervisor. There wasn't like they were lovers or they were friends or whatever. But you know, if she was the supervisor of the visit, she probably already knew that there was a scary situation and the red flags was up. But why would this supervisor like, oh, because I come with you, it's okay. Let's go. No, you tell her no. You meet them at the home. You meet them at the store. You meet them at the police department. I told that judge when I had to do my little co-parenting with my son's father. Forgive me, you guys, but I mean this is like a flashback to me. I told him. I said he was like, okay, it's all settled. I said no, it's not settled. I need to ask you a question. He was like, no. I said case is closed. I said judge. He said I said no. He said our case is closed. I said, Judge, I would not say Your Honor because that's respect. I had no, I mean, he was a judge and he's judging the whole situation. So I call him Judge. I was not going to say Your Honor. I said Judge. And then he finally said, and this was the day that you're supposed to bring your grandkid to work with you. He had his grandkid standing beside him, and his grandkid was probably about 7 or 8. He looking at his grandpa and his grandpa being really stern with me and whatever. And I'm gonna tell you something, you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I'm gonna tell you, it was the worst experience in the world for me. When I looked at the child, and I'm just being honest with you, I did not see a child. I did not. I seen a gremlin. What I mean by a gremlin, I seen a demonic spirit that was laughing at me. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just telling you the truth. I know it was a child, but it was like the spirit of that child. And I'm not trying to go back off into this other case we were talking about. And I just thought to myself, it was just so humiliating that the judge was hollering at me. I'm the mama. I'm taking care of this kid. In front of your grandchild, you're yelling at a mother that loves her kids, that I'm fighting. I'm begging you. I just got a question. And he just kept on saying, no, we're done. Get out of here. And I'm like, Judge, please. I just got a question. Can you answer me one question? And I stood there and the whole courtroom was laughing at me because he's like, you don't understand? No, we're done. And I said, no, I don't understand. I just got a question. And my son's father his attorney was with him. My attorney wasn't with me. My attorney told me, you know what, SB? You got a really good mouthpiece, and that's all you're paying for. You can speak better than I can. You're going to pay me $500 an hour for to say what you're going to say. And actually, I would ask for a continuance, and he just said straight out the gate, no. So I'm standing there, tears in my eyes, and I'm like, Judge, please let me ask you this one question. And all of that begging to ask one question, and the whole courtroom sitting there laughing. My son's father's attorney was doing his hand like a puppet right in front of the court, like you see what you have to go through dealing with her, doing that. My Not the husband that I have now, but my ex-husband was in the courtroom, and I looked back at him, and he was laughing too. Okay, everybody heard what I just said. Now, I didn't move. I just stood there, put my head down, and I said, Lord, help me, please. And I looked back up at the judge, and he says, okay, what is it that you got to ask me? What is it that's so important that you got to ask me? Here's the thing. We're making all these freaking decisions in court when we had a mediator that he wouldn't go to. Now I'm asking you, I don't have a problem him visiting and spending time with his child. But I've got a problem with him coming to my house and we're arguing and we're fighting, and I don't like to do that. I need a safe place for me and my kids to 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 assist him to get his child. I need safety. I need a safe haven place so we can exchange this child. Because we definitely can't do it at my house. Because I was at the point. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I was at the point of hurting this man. And nobody wants to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that. I don't want to go to jail and not have my kids no more. Did I want to hurt him? Yeah, I did want to hurt him. But I don't want to go to jail. That's more important to me, being with my kids. But if I didn't have kids, if this wasn't a situation, oh yeah, he would be out of here. Because that's how mad and angry I was. That's why I tell people I don't like to argue. When I'm in my feelings and I'm teary eyed, and it takes a lot to get me teary eyed. I was just teary eyed this weekend. Thanks for family members for hooking me up, for being there for me. Whoop whoop. You guys know who you are. But anyway, I be wanting to hurt somebody because guess what? This is very serious to me. My children, my grandchildren are very serious to me. I want to be there for them. I don't want to be locked up. I know there's got to be another way to do this. That judge looked at me and everybody was like, you know what I'm saying? They all shut up. That's what they did. They shut up. Because here's his mother begging. Look, this is going south. This man is going to make me hurt him. Messing with my children. I'm telling you. This is where we're at. We're at the crossroad. We're going to have to put some kind of intervention there, Your Honor, for me, for my children. Because I will go off because nobody's watching this man act a fool at my home. And he's coming throwing stuff on the lawn, calling me all wheeze of the hour. Just because I got a kid by him? No, you don't have that right to infringe on my life like that. You just don't. And you're going to make me hurt you. Because a couple of things you cannot do to me. And that is clown with me in front of my children. Clown with me in front of my man. Clown in front of me in front of my mother. Those are three things will get you hurt very, 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 very quick. Very, 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 very quick. And I know this. I know this. Why? Those are the only times I've ever stood up for myself. Normally, I can sit back and take it and walk away and be a bigger person and be looking like stupid or dummy or a fool or whatever. But when it comes down to my kids, my mother or my husband, do not think I'm going to take the high road. I'm not. I'm just not, you guys. So that's why I don't, when I'm doing something, I don't put my kids or my husband or, my mother's deceased. So you can say whatever you want now. She done lived a good life and she's with the Father. Thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hurt me that way because she's not here. But I don't play when it comes to my kids. And I don't play when it comes to my husband. And I remember certain things about people. I really do. To get foolish with me or whatever. I'll take a lot, but I ain't going to take a whole bunch. But anyway, and like I said, I was thinking about running with my kid. Because I didn't want, I just, if he thought he was going to take my kid, he was not. I'm just telling you guys, I was not going to go there. And that's how people think when they're losing their kid. I can tell you, because I felt that. I'm not going to lose my kid. I'm not, and now looking back, it's a kid. You know what I'm saying? I probably could have endured, but at the time, I couldn't see myself losing my kid. Even though I had two, I just couldn't see that. First of all, I'm not a bad mom. Second of all, I love my kid, and I know I love my kid. So why would I just let you just take something I love, and I know you don't love it as more than I love him or love her. You don't love them, or you would be there, regardless of whatever. We got differences. I'm still not. You know what? I may not like this about my kid or what they doing, but they're mine. And at the end of the day, I love them no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I love them. That doesn't mean that I agree with whatever they're doing or they did. That's why I tell you guys sometimes, if my daughter or my son done something very damaging, I will still love them. No matter what, I will still love them. Just like I love the Lord. If sometimes things don't work out my way, I still love the Lord. And no matter what, I'm just not going to change. And that's how people feel about kids. Now the thing about it is, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. Now, my grandson, I love my grandson. Don't get me wrong, I love him. But I don't love him the same way I love my kids. I love him because he's innocent and he needs to be protected sometimes from his own parents, or, not just protected from them, but somebody need to step in when they having issues or problems or whatever and make that child the center of attention, because this affects my kid. So I'm going to make sure his kid is not going to be affected by what's going on with them. Whether mama's there, daddy's there, whatever. If they're not talking, I'll still be there for the child, helping the mom. That don't say I don't love my son. It's just like, hey, she need Pampers. Let me go get her Pampers or what. Now, if I'm going to work, hey, you're going to have to wait till I get off work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or come by and get them or something. But when you see red flags, when people care about their kids like that, that's just the way it is, you guys. So, okay, I was reading this and then it disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared. But let me find it. So this is the 3-hour update. If you guys want to know, the two women from Kansas who went missing several weeks ago while on a trip to pick up children for a birthday party are dead. Authorities in Oklahoma confirmed Monday, today. Veronica Butler, 27, and Jillian, 39, was driving through the Oklahoma Panhandling to pick up Butler's children for a March 30th birthday party in Kansas when they went missing. They never showed up to the birthday party, and their vehicle was found later that day abandoned on a rural highway near the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. Foul play was suspected based on what was found in their vehicle. Based on what was found in their vehicles, authorities said, but did not elaborate. Now, I don't know if this is true. I heard there was gunshots in the car. But on Saturday, I wish I could find that one clip. I need to finish it. So on Saturday, April the 13th, 2 weeks since the women had been seen, the Oklahoma State Bureau, 4 people had been arrested: Tad, Tiffany, Cole, and Cora. Oh, this woman, oh, wow. So that's Tad. There's Tiffany, and there's Cole. Cole and Tiffany is the ones that have a relationship. God, he looks old. She looks old too. She got her a young man. He's 44, she's 54. So they said they each been charged. They did not give details about the motive or the possible connections between the mothers and the women. The following day said the 2 bodies were found. So the spokesman, Hunter McKee, said Butler and Kelly are dead, and that the 4 defendants were responsible for the women going missing, but would not confirm that the bodies found were identified. Well, they can't confirm that, but it's them. As the missing Kansas, allegedly, it's them. The Kansas women penned in a report from the medical examiner. All 4 suspects are being held without bond in the Texas County Jail, are scheduled to make an initial court appearance Wednesday morning. So Wednesday they'll have a court appearance. The children are safe. That's all they're trying to say about that. Let me go back. That's in the 4th hour. Now, here's 5 minutes. 5 minutes ago. Let's see. 5 minutes ago, remains were found in the rural Texas county. A custody battle might have led to the death of the 2 Kansas women who vanished on their way to pick up one of the pair's children for a birthday party last month. Court papers reveal. Remains were found in Texas but not have been identified. Butler, 27, and Julian, 39, both of who Hugoton, Kansas, officially said Monday. It has been a tragedy for everyone involved. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. Our condolences go out to the family. The OSBI has said in a statement posted on X that its agents, along with Texas County Sheriff's personnel, recovered the bodies in that part of the county. 4 people were booked, for kidnapping, conspiracy, commit murder, Saturday in connection. Somebody's talking. They were identified by the State Investigation Bureau as Ted, and we know who they are. Adam was in a problematic custody battle with Butler, who had 2 children with the defendant's son. Wrangler Rickman, according to the affidavit, Butler had supervised visits with their children every Saturday, and she, along with her friend Kelly, were on their way for such a meeting on March the 30th. So Kelly was not I don't know if Kelly, they say her friend Kelly, but Butler had supervised visits with her children every Saturday. And this is how we get all the nuggets, you guys, because we dive in there. She, along with her friend Kelly, were on their way for such a meeting on March the 30th, according to the affidavits. Butler planned on bringing her daughter to so it's a girl, bringing her daughter to a birthday party, but after they did not arrive, the family began looking for Butler. So it's not boys, it's a girl. They said bringing her daughter. So Butler car was discovered in Texas County with signs of a violent struggle, officers said. Blood-stained the nearby ground, and Butler's glasses were also found in the roadway south of the vehicle near a broken hammer auto road. Oh my God, a broken hammer? Blood stained the nearby ground and Butler's glasses. They drugged them women. Oh my God. They probably made them pull over, took the hammer, broke the glass, beat them with the hammer. And the glasses, Rickman was in a rehab facility in Oklahoma City at the time of the disappearance, the affidavit said, and he does not appear to be a suspect. Rickman also had disputes with his mother. Rickman also had disputes with his mother. Adams, the affidavit said, at times Adams would keep the children and refuse to turn them over to Rickman. So Grandma wouldn't even give the kids to her son, even though he had legal custody of them. A key witness in the case is the 16-year-old daughter of suspect Cora. Oh, Cora. Wombly Tumbly. So a key witness, the 16-year-old daughter, Cora Tumbly. Okay. The girl identified as CW said Cora Tumbly and the suspect's husband, Cole Tumbly, told her on March the 29th they wouldn't be home when she got up the next morning because they were on a mission, according to the court affidavits. When the couple returned home at noon, they asked their daughter to clean their Chevy pickup truck. The affidavit said CW asked Cora what had happened and was told things did not go as planned, but they would not have to worry about her. Butler. Worry about Butler. Again. The court documents said CW, that's the 16-year-old girl, you guys, was told that Cora and Cole blocked the road to stop Butler and Kelly and deliver them to where Adams Colum were. So they kidnapped him. So Cora and Cole, the boyfriend, of Adams is Cole, right, you guys? So CW asked about Kelly and why she had to die, and was told by Cora that she wasn't innocent either, as she had supported Butler. CW asked Cora if their bodies were put in a well, and Cora replied something like that. Adams, that's the grandmother, purchased 3 prepaid cell phones from a Walmart on February the 13th. Oh my God, this woman, she wanted to do it back in February. She purchased 3, so the grandmother purchased 3 prepaid cell phones, you guys, from a Walmart on February the 13th, according to the affidavit. And all 3 were in the area where Butler's car was located, and the last known location of Butler and Kelly at the time of their disappearance. Sound like they took care of it. Yeah, they took care of it. Please don't ignore the red flags. Exactly. Jillian was the supervisor for the visitations. Okay. Thank you. Woke the God. The daughter of Cora gave information as to what happened. They made her clean the cars. Exactly. So Butler and Kelly were the subjects of an endangered missing advisory distributed by Oklahoma authorities on March the 30th. After the vehicle they were in were found in Texas. It wasn't clear if the suspects had legally representation on Monday afternoon, which is now, but the Texas County Sheriff did not reveal many details of the alleged crime when meeting with reporters on Monday morning. But he did say that Butler and Kelly were victims of a target attack and that authorities didn't believe anyone else in the public was in danger. We felt this wasn't a random deal. We felt that with some other information coming in, that it was more targeted, and we started to look in those areas. That was crazy. Wow. Okay, you guys, I gave you guys the most recent information that was out there. I don't know how we got that. We got that. Okay. Now, so this might be something. God's Misfit held in killing of Kansas. God's Misfit. They got God's Misfit. Man, this man. Okay, the vehicle was found along the road, offside, setting off 2 weeks in a violent. Okay, the vehicle was found along a rural area. Hey, this is SP. What's up?
Hey, Miss SP.
What's going on, Margie?
Hey, Ladybug. Well, the Tawanda, the Cole and Cora, that's Cora's daughter.
Yeah.
Tiffany is dating Ted. So, you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany's dating Tad,
Yes.
and
Cole and Cora are husband and wives.
Cole and Cora.
They're husband and wives.
Okay, so it's their daughter that had to clean the car.
Cora's, yeah, their daughter, they made her clean the car when they got back because they had a pickup truck and another car, and because they had to pull Veronica's car back on the side of the road to act like they broke down.
So husband and wife went and let me get your ticket here, Margie. That don't mean run.
Yes, ma'am.
7929711. So Cole and Cora,
Husband and wife.
they
call Cole the butcher.
huh?
They call Cole the butcher because he slaughters for meat, beef, and steaks and stuff. They call him the butcher around town.
I'm surprised he didn't chop up these people.
That's what everybody was assuming. That what happened.
Uh-huh.
But when Tiffany, she's in protective custody because Ted and Cole is in a unit together, and Cora is in a unit by herself, and Tiffany is by herself in protective custody. She the one started talking first and confessed.
Tiffany.
Yes.
Tiffany. Grandma? Just call her grandma. Just call her grandma.
She never told them where the bodies. She confessed first. Never told them where the bodies was at.
So the grandma confessed. I knew somebody.
And she's in protective custody.
Mm.
But the daughter of Cole and Cora told SOB, whatever the ISOB, whatever you call that investigation about the burner phones. She told them about cleaning the car out. She told them about what they shot the two ladies, and she said because she thought they were going to put them in the well. And so they said, no, we had to do something else. So, the daughter of Cole and Cora told exactly what went on about the burner phones when they got right close to the exit of where they're supposed to turn in at that desert place, deserted place.
That abandoned place?
The abandoned place.
Yeah. She
She
told
told
on her.
She also told. I'm sorry.
She told on her mama and her daddy.
She sure did, and not only that, she also told that they tried to do the same thing to Miss Veronica back in February in Veronica's hometown in Cotton Town or something.
Hugging tone.
Yeah, they said they tried to throw something when she was getting ready to get on the highway. They were gonna throw something like it was like thrown off the highway, like you ran into something that made her rich.
Uh-huh.
She also told the detective that they were gonna try to kill her in February.
Wow. And it didn't happen.
Yeah, that young lady. I pray to God that she get away from that area.
Wow. Well,
Because
the grandmother done confessed.
yeah, the grandmother confessed, but she done put her mom and dad as conspiracy. Like they the one went and got the body, burned the body, had to burn the bones. Yeah, but they was conspiracy. So yeah, they don't know who shot who or who buried. They know that they buried the babies, the latest.
Well, they know Cora and Cole is the one that kidnapped her.
Yes, ma'am.
Kidnapped him, they said violently.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably hit him with the hammer and everything.
Yes, ma'am. And they said, Miss Jillian Kelly, she always carries a gun with her. But only thing they found in her purse was her clock.
Her clock.
Yeah, they didn't find no pistol at all.
Her clock or her Glock?
Her Glock, with the bullets, her Glock. Cause she always carried a pistol with her. With it holding bullets at, and they call it Glock.
No, they don't call it a Glock. Glock is a gun.
Okay, what they call that thing hold the bullets?
A chamber.
Okay, well, that's what they found in Miss Jillian Kelly's purse, but have not yet found her gun.
A magazine. That's called a magazine.
Okay, thanks.
That's a magazine.
But they have not yet found her gun.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she probably didn't know what was happening. It all happened so fast. It's like they just seen her car. They may not even knew that the other woman was with her.
Well, to my understanding, she was on the paperwork from the affidavit that is her supposed to be supervisor to go with her for visitation visits. Miss Jillian Kelly is on the court papers to be with her when she go do the visitation visits.
Oh, okay.
And that's on the affidavit.
Now, was they in a cult or something?
Well, to my understanding, they're saying that how they got all deserted in this place. They got walkie-talkie, got people traveling back and forth. It's pretty like they call themselves God's Misfits.
Oh, that's why they say God's Misfits on there.
Yeah, that's what they call them. And everybody in town don't mess with them, don't fool with them, or like scare them like they run the whole town. Even got part of the Lord just forgive me, but sheriff departments or police officers or something, backing their back on the down low.
Uh-huh.
Because Ted had a gun charge and all of a sudden it disappeared. And they try to figure out how he has a gun on him now. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of stuff coming up now, like how did that charge get taken away? And he don't supposed to be holding a firearm at all. Yeah. But yeah, it's like they run that whole little panhandle.
Well, there is a whole channel called God'sMisfit.com.
They're supposed to be part of that so-called organization, and
They got a radio show that comes on Sunday nights between 8 and 10.
If you go to their Facebook page or any kind of pull that up, you would be amazed at what they allow on that page.
They look like they got a rooster with the red hair, and then a sheep, and a donkey. I don't know what this thing is.
They had like 4 pigs or something that they was cows, and they had a raffle about slaughtering meat, and said had a big pen. It said raffle. So you get 1 pound of fresh beef. But yeah, they said they call him the butcher.
Well, and then they have a church too. It's called
Yes.
Freedom to Be Who You Are in Christ. Discover our
Yes,
biker
ma'am.
ministry and experience the power of God in Christ. Wow. Welcome to God's
And
Misfit.
some of the wordings on the Facebook page is like, if we continue on this life or something, then you might as well say that you're already experiencing hell, because that's what we living in right now on this earth. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's real deep. They are really, real deep in their beliefs. But they said the reason why they, when the daughter asked, why did you hurt Miss Kelly? Oh, because she not a part of us. She don't believe in what we believe in, and that's why they, shot Miss Kelly as well, or her as well, because you know what? She's a pastor's wife.
Let me see something.
This website is, I give out some of these cards. It says godsmisfits.org to take people to this website as a witnessing tool, a way to share Jesus with others, a way to share encouragement with others. So that is the purpose of this website. This website, if you go to this website will lead you back to Facebook, because I can put more on Facebook, do more on Facebook instead of changing the website constantly. And, giving out these cards now that COVID has hit, it's kind of knocked some of this handing things to people, kind of knocked it in the head. But anyway, that is the purpose of this website. Thank you.
Wow. That's what he says on YouTube.
God misfits. Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, ma'am. And where they at is like in the desert, away from anything and everything. They can see you coming in, and you don't even know that anybody watching.
That was that guy right there. Tad. I
That's
guess
the boyfriend. That's the boyfriend.
the boyfriend Tad.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
guess
Ted is Teddy's boyfriend.
the grandma.
The grandma, the granny. Yeah,
So-
she don't like to be calling grandma granny.
Oh, so that was him speaking right there. Wow. So they call themselves a church or something, I guess. And so, because I was wondering why would just two other people get involved, and because Tad's girlfriend, grandma, wanted these kids.
Yes, ma'am.
So they call
Yes,
themselves
ma'am.
God's Misfits.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Exactly. And and I said to myself, when the Jillian's husband, the pastor, was trying to contact them, because it was only like an hour and 45 minutes from Kansas to where they was going. And he had not heard from them. They the one got in the car and started like, let's just find out, what's going on. And by the time they pulled up to Veronica's Jeep, the police was already there. Cause somebody called in an abandoned car, and it was some window had busted. And by the time the pastor and one of his members, something went with him, and they said, no, that's my wife was with her in this car. And that's when the investigation set out play.
Yeah, I read here what you said. It says blood was found on the roadway and the edge of the roadway. Butler's glasses were also found in the roadway south of the vehicle near a
Yes,
broken hammer. A pistol magazine was found inside Kelly's purse at the scene, but no pistol was found.
right. Yeah, because they said she always carries her gun with her everywhere she goes because she don't know what kind of if you supervising someone with custody issue, custody battle, and she has a weapon, she has a likes to carry. She carries her gun everywhere she goes, but they have not located her gun yet.
It says the teenager witness told authorities that Cora said that she and her husband Cole blocked the road to stop Butler and Kelly and divert them to where Adams, her boyfriend, Colum, and another person were waiting for them. The teen asked why Kelly had to die, and she was told that she wasn't innocent either because she supported Butler. The affidavit also said that according to Cora, at one point, so Cora must be talking because it says the affidavit also said that according to Cora, so Cora's talking too. At one point, the plan was to throw an avail through. What's an avail? Through.
That what they were talking about. They're gonna throw something through a window of the car
The
back in February. I think that's what you can read up to.
Butler's windshield while driving,
Yeah.
making it look like an accident because an avails regularly fall off of work vehicle. I don't know what an avail is, but I'm gonna write it down so I know.
And that's what they were going to do. That was going to do back in February, but it did not fall through because Veronica did not even try to go do the visitation in February.
Okay, so they did not release any more information, but they say the affidavit does says that the prepaid phones bought by Tiffany stopped transmitting that morning, not far from the crime scene in the vicinity of the pasture rented the vicinity of a pasture rented by Tad. So where a hole had been dug and filled back in and then covered with hay. The property's owner said he saw Colum using heavy equipment to dig the hole on March the 29th. The issue was that Butler had asked the court for more time with her children, and Butler's attorney told investigators that her request for unsupervised visitation was likely to be granted at a hearing in April. Wow.
They said they knew that she was going to get full custody on April the 17th to take the little girl and the little boy, girl and the little boy with her because the biological father is in jail and the grandmother only had temporarily custody.
Now this is what this says real quick. She said spell it ANVILS. It says we acknowledge both of these very young and immature parents presented conflicting testimony about the other party's inappropriate behavior and choices. The appellate court wrote, but said the children are nurtured and comfortable by mother and happy and excited to be with the father. So they're saying she was a more fit, to mom, but the kids really, they were happy and excited to be with the father. Then it says on March 23rd, with a court date looming, Adam bought 5 stun guns at a store.
Yeah, that was the grandma did that. Yeah, Tiffany Adams, the grandma.
It wasn't entirely clear where the children were at throughout the crime. They were unsealed until Monday with all the suspects in custody. The reason they were filed under seal was to protect our law enforcement officers and to try to keep the children out of harm's way. We were successful. No shots were fired, and the children were kept out of harm's way. All four suspects are being held without bond. Da 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 da. Relatives of Tad, Cole Tomberly, and Cora Tomberly did not immediately return phone messages from the press. Tiffany Adams' stepmother, Elise Adams, said she didn't know if she had a lawyer and had no information on her arrest. I don't know a thing about her business, Elise Adams said. All I can tell you about her is she was a wonderful stepdaughter to me. So OSBI said Butler and Kelly are dead and that the four defendants are responsible and would not confirm the bodies found was the identifying bodies. This case is tragic. That's pretty much it.
Yes, ma'am. And I sent you the pictures of all four that they, was arrested. And it seems so strange that somebody named Shelley, I don't know her last name, but anything, but and she's also from that same area. I think they went and talked to her because she has the Veronica and Miss Jillian's pictures on her Facebook page. And she don't have anything to do with each family, but she's in that vicinity. But they interviewing her, and what do she know, or why was that? Yeah. But I pray that daughter, I pray that they protect her and get her out of harm's way of all information that she has shared and turned in, because that was that's how they found the bodies.
Why the daughter?
Yes, now Cora's daughter, and Cora and Cole's daughter.
Well, they were gonna find them anyway.
Yeah, but I think she speeded up the process. Can I say that much?
Yeah, they were gonna find him because the guy that owns that property told them that he had some big equipment and he dug a big old hole. People be watching what you be doing. Yeah.
It was two of them, yes, ma'am. But yeah, that's all on call in because I'm not able to type up so much.
Oh, okay. Is that all that you wanted to share with us?
Yes, ma'am. I'm tired of talking. I need some water.
Okay.
I'll go back downstairs in the chat.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Okay, Miss Tina, I see that you called. Let me call you up because I'm getting off of here, you guys. But I seen Tina call, so I know she has something to probably say. So I don't want to get off here and not give people the opportunity. Tina, I got your name down for a ticket. So put in and call in your number 79297112. Go ahead.
Hey, I heard that they put cat litter right there where the blood and stuff was. So I don't know if that was true or not, but yeah, girl, they were trying to get this lady off in February. Yeah, girl.
Well, you know what cat litter is for?
Cat litter is for everything.
What do you mean cat
I
litter?
mean, like when there's snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Do that for cat litter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salt. That's why I meant
But
salt.
But yeah, cat litter too, but not really a lot. But cat litter, when you want a stain to come out of cement, you put cat litter down. So
I never heard of that, but I'm learning something today. I'm learning something.
So if the police put cat litter down, they
No, they put cat litter down.
who put cat litter
Kelly
down?
and, not Kelly. The three evil people. The four evil people. They put cat litter down so they won't trace the blood stain.
Oh, trying to pick up the blood stain?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's what cat
Oh,
litter is for. Like, if you want oil out your driveway or something, you know how your car leaks oil or something.
right.
You put cat litter down and you brush it around, and it'll pull the oil, and it pulls stained blood and stuff. It'll pull it up out the cement.
Okay. I learn something new every day. Go ahead on.
Yeah, so if they put cat litter down, that's probably what they were trying to probably do, is try to get some of that DNA up, and cause and also once you mix it with that, it's hard to come up with a specified number of. I mean, you can still DNA. They probably,
Right.
as much blood a hammer will make. They had, they didn't cover it up well.
Well, I'm
It
glad that they didn't give them to the pigs. I'm so glad that they did not do that. You know.
Well, if Tad told whatever his name is, Tad, he a butcher. They could have easily just butchered up them people, and that would have been the end.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a death penalty case, if you in my opinion.
I don't think they have a death penalty. I mean, like they don't have the death penalty in Oklahoma, but they're not doing it in Oklahoma. They're doing it in Texas.
Texas got death penalty.
Yeah, and that mama, that grandma Adams, she living in the right state. Huh?
Yeah.
Now, if they would have went, that's probably what where it happened. But oh my God, I didn't think I didn't think it was gonna be four people. I thought it was gonna be the baby's daddy.
Mm. Well, I heard through the grapevine that there's one more suspect, but we're not definitely sure about that one. So just keep that one under your hat. We might have five people, folks, but like I said, that's allegedly. But yeah, the daughter, she told it all.
Well,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you know what? She's looking at. I don't want to be a part of this. I mean, y'all
Right.
making me clean the truck and clean the blood up, and
For real, she's the one that had the kid. That they when they went and done all this. For real, she had the babies. She had the babies.
she had the babies when they did all of this.
Yes, girl, she had the babies. She sure did. It's a mess. It's a mess. See, I used to go with my friend, to Maryland to pick up her kids, because she was in a battle custody thing too.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, well, what happens if some fish go down? Oh, baby daddy ain't that type. I don't know your baby daddy like that. Man, I was scared to death. When I hit Virginia line, oh girl, I was so happy. Each time when I went with her, I sure did. I sure was.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Me and
Yeah.
I have not seen my son's dad since the custody, and he speaks to his dad all the time. I've spoken to him a couple of times. Like, we don't speak in terms because it's our son, but
Right.
as far as being in the same room, no, I will not.
Right.
I will not do
Yeah.
that.
No, I won't either. And that goes for my daughter's dad too. I will not sit in that room with him for no amount of money. You can't do that. Because that's sucker lies. So, hey, I'm glad my daughter is 27 now and I ain't got to go down that road.
Yeah.
But, honey, every time when he brought her back, it always a lie after another.
When
So,
kids go and visit the other parent or the absent parent or whatever, it's always you got to reprogram them once they get home. Whatever you
exactly.
programmed them, they be like, they come home. Well, we don't do it like this, and we do it like that, and it's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I dreaded those visits because my son would come home and he would tell me, my daddy did this and my daddy did that, and da 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 da, and they let me, because they only see him like playtime, when they got time to
Right.
play, and I gotta go work, and and it just was terrible. I told my son, I hope that you don't do this to your kids.
Right.
Just don't do this to your kids. Be there for your kid. You know, don't let them not know who you are. You wasn't there. You didn't take them to school. You didn't buy them shoes. You know, they gon' kids grow up, and you know, a whole bunch of kids like me. I never seen my dad. I couldn't tell you what he looked like. I know all about him because of what people say, but I've spoken to him. But you know, like when it's like daughter dad day, I didn't have no dad to be with me. You know, when little girls be saying they love their daddy, oh, they just love their daddy. I can't even understand it because only person been in my life was my mom. My mom and my mom's mom, my grandmother, my auntie. Women was in my life. Women was.
Right.
So when people say you very hard on a woman, because I know what a woman's supposed to be like. They're supposed to be nurturers. They're supposed to be, you know, to make sure you take your bath and brush your teeth and clean you up and tell you what to do and not to do and what to wear and when to wear and how the seasons change and you know, they were there on my first date and you like this boy and my period started. They were there for all of that.
Right.
How to don't be out in the streets screwing everything that's not nailed down and don't wear clothes like this and you know don't do you know they basically tell you how to be a nice looking woman and a man just wasn't there for me. So but I seen my brothers being raised and I seen all the things they did. They date this woman, that woman. They you know like even when men cheat, let me just tell you, men don't just go, "Oh, I'm going to cheat." They don't do that. They get like, you know, like they get tired of the same woman telling them they didn't meet the point here. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying they get tired of it. I'm pretty sure my husband gets tired of me because I always tell him, "You missed the mark. You missed the mark today. You missed the mark yesterday. You missed the mark again. Come on, can you be a man? Can you do this? Can you do that?" But at the end of the day, some woman sitting there, oh, you know, she's thinking, I want what he has. I want his car, or he's taking her out to dinner or something, but or whatever. But he can't do that all day, every day. He just can't do it. But anyway, when a man think that he's getting attention from a woman, because sex is sex, you know, at the end of the day, people can sit back and say, "Oh, that was some good sex. Oh, that was even better, and I want to try this and all that." Oh, it's overrated. It's nothing special when it's not with somebody specially. And how do you make it special? You be in a relationship with somebody that only you and them share that. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And it don't become special anymore if you're sharing it with other people. No matter how mad you get or whatever. You just don't do that. But um this grandmother, she's totally wrong. Because like I said, I love my grandbabies and I will fight for my grandbabies. But if you don't want me in my grandbaby's life, you know what? Life is too short. Okay, you know what? I can be there to help you. Your child gonna need a lot of help when you don't have your car running or you can't pick them up or you don't have a babysitter. I can be there. I can call in and say I'm not working today, you know, or I'm going in late, or I've got contacts with. Just like one day, I had to work, and my son called me, and he got nowhere to take Pooh Bear, and he got to, or he's gonna lose his job, or whatever. I said, okay, bring him over here, and he bring him over here, and Papa's like, you gotta go to work. I said, I do, but you can watch Pooh Bear, and he's like, I gotta go to work. Well, take Pooh Bear to your mama. So we got a line of older people, adults, for this child. We're just not going to send this child. If we're going to send him to somebody, we're going to send him to somebody we know that's going to make sure he eats He can sleep. He can be a kid. We don't want to send him to somebody and they get mad and angry with him. We don't want to
Right,
do that.
right.
You know?
Well, I heard Julian was supposed to have a court hearing this week um, for her baby to come back to her because dad was in rehab all the time. So, am I saying her name right, Julian?
Yeah.
Julian? Okay. She was supposed to have a court date this week.
Yeah, April the 13th.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
So
I
I
didn't know
know.
if a lot of people were following this, you know?
Well, I would. I'm following it. I'm following it. I'm following it.
A lot of people would ask, why you not covering it? This is I said, this is a whole different Kansas, you guys.
Right.
You know, it's not, nowhere near where I live at. These are
Yeah, it's just
these are
awful.
country folks here.
It's just awful. I mean, like you always say, show me the red flags. Well, we can show you the red flags all day long, but are we going to be, cautious of what red flag we're talking about? I mean, come on. It was right there in front of her. You know.
Well, and she knew it.
No.
She had to know it to have supervised visits. She had to, cause she was riding with her. That means this woman probably wasn't like, oh, you're a bad mom or something. She probably had, like to have supervised visits. You know, I had supervised visits when I was adopting a kid.
Right.
They didn't ever come, but I was like at my house. I don't care. I'm not coming to you. The kid need to be where the kid's gonna be at. So the kid, we're not going to go to the park, or whatever,
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But yeah, it's just an awful situation around, and I hope that um, the family does get justice, which they are going to get justice. But my thing is, you can't bring these people back.
exactly.
You can't bring them back, but you sure enough can get some charges up on their tail.
They took him out like it wasn't nothing.
Huh?
They took these two women out like it wasn't nothing.
Well, like the other caller said, Monique, they ran that city.
Yeah. Margie, not Monique.
Oh, Margie, I'm sorry, Margie. Like she said, they ran this. They ran Texas, Oklahoma, wherever they were at. But anyway, they ran this.
You can tell that these are people that probably
These are rednecks.
now
These are rednecks.
they follow Trump. You can tell Trump
Yeah,
followers. These are
yeah,
these are people that they live out in the country and and there's a reason why they live out there. They just don't want to deal with city folks. They think we're cruel or whatever, but you know,
yeah, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna give somebody else the floor, and it was nice talking to you.
nice talking to you too.
And I wanted to everybody to, uh, hear about the cat litter. Don't know if that caller did bring that up, but I happened to bring something to the table. But
Yes, you
anyway,
did. You brought something to the table. We did not know nothing about the cat litter.
you know,
I mean, you brought other stuff too, though. You know.
oh yeah, but yeah, this goes a lot deeper than what we're asking for. So we might as well go ahead and get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna give somebody else a shot.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, you guys. So, um, I'm just wondering. They get ready to go to court. They'll be in court Wednesday. Um, so today's the 15th. So it'll be the 16th, the 17th. They'll be in court on Wednesday. We'll see how this plays out. But people do get really upset about that child custody stuff. They do. Um, I'm gonna share one other thing with you guys. I'm sorry we didn't talk about P Diddy. Uh, Somebody said somebody died. I can't remember who it was that died now. I'm sitting here trying to braid my hair up. I did dye my hair with the shampoo I told you guys about, and it dyed it very well. My hair is very dark now, and I like it. I like it a lot. Um, but I also, put some stuff in there. I thought was gonna be like some conditioner. It When I did wash it with the shampoo I told you guys about, the shampoo dye, it turned it turned all gray, black, and also it was combable. It didn't pull my hair out. And my hair was soft, but then I put something else in it and then it kind of crunched up a little bit, but and I probably shouldn't have done that, but like I said, you can always wash your hair with some colored dye. But next time I'll put some gloves on because I didn't put gloves on, so yeah, my hands turned a little bit discolored. So, um, but the stuff I thought I put in was gonna be, um, um, uh, like a conditioner. I thought it was, but it's not. So I'm seeing, some dryness to my hair. So right now, I'm just putting some kind of oil. I'm actually putting let me tell you guys what it is. It We used to call it bergamot, but now they call it oh, I don't know. See, I don't like my hair getting really crunchy. I don't like that. So, anyway, but it feels really good, you know. It feels really, really good. Like really, 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 really good. And I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Oh, yes. Yes. So, anyway, you guys, I am going to get off of here. And what you say? Yeah, I'm going to get off of here. Such a tug of war. Yeah. And finish up with my day. Hope you guys having a good day. I don't know if I didn't find anything else about P Diddy. I'm pretty sure when we come around, and I just wanted to talk about this because it's happened. They found the people, and so now, God, 4 people. It was a conspiracy. You know how sometimes people sit back and be like, "You think there's people trying to conspire to get rid of you or something?" Yeah, people can. You can be around people and y'all start believing that you know, trying to help somebody. Now look at the mama. I mean, not the mama. Look at the grandma. She's sitting there in jail, just telling everything. Yeah, she probably didn't even tell them to go do that, or maybe she did. Maybe she did because she had those 4 phones. So she was trying to do something to that woman a long time ago, trying to make it where we gonna make it look like an accident, and then I can get the kids, and my son is in rehab, and the son be like, "Dang, I was even trying to tell my mama, like, these grandmas, they be doing too much. They really do. I'm sorry, I be doing some stuff too. One time, I could tell you guys that uh my son and the baby's mama, they was into it. And my son said, "Mama, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Come and get Junior." So I jumped in my car. He was just right down the street. Cause I owned a house, maybe about 3 houses. I mean, not 3 houses, maybe about 3 or 4 blocks away. So it only took me like maybe a minute to get over there. And you know me, I fly out the house. I don't care if I just throw my shoes on and go. And I get there and she's hollering and screaming. She mad. I don't know. He came home late or something. I don't know. I don't know what he did or what she did. I don't know who did what. And Junior was there, and so they ended up telling her she was going to go to jail. I don't know what she did. But then they was like, y'all not stop fighting. Y'all both go to jail. So I was like, okay. So I was like, they was like, can the baby go with her? And she was like, I don't want my baby with her. I'm the grandma. Girl, okay, girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? Do you want the baby to be in the custody of the city, the state? Because you really tripping now. You can be mad at him being mad at me. I ain't did nothing but show up. But I had to go to work anyway, so I was like, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. She don't want the baby with me. That's fine. And then they was like, well, then they're going to put the baby into, state custody. Oh, her whole tune. Well, she can take my baby, but my father coming when he get off work. Like, girl, please. I don't have to give this baby to your father. You go to jail, the baby going to be with me. That's all I can see. But anyway, she changed her tune and was like, he can go with her. She was mad at my son. Not mad at me, but she mad at my son. So she but then, I think what happened was they found out that my son didn't go to jail, but she was going. And I don't know. But anyway, she ended up calling the supervisor, and she did not go to jail, and then he took the baby, and she was like, take your son with you, and he had the baby, and she stayed at the house, at my house, and he just left. So, kids get in the middle of stuff like this all the time, you guys. And, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful when you're fighting for custody. That's why sometimes some women, they stay in relationships. They don't want their kids to go through this crap or see it. And that's, I want to do the same thing. I stayed in relationships longer than what I needed to. Just because I didn't want my kids to see us arguing, fighting, and cussing at each other, and calling each other names, and lying, and cheating, and acting like we're in a relationship and we're not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that with my time, with my kids. And, you're going to either be there or you're not. And when I find out that they're not going to be there, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Don't play and act like you're going to be there and you're really not, Anyway, you guys. I got my hair all braided up. I'm going to get off of here and finish doing some homework and everything. I will see you guys later. Maybe Wednesday. Yeah, you do got to be very careful of who you lay down with. Because, you can have kids. And here, at the end of the day, let me tell you guys something. My daughter, me and my baby's daddy, or my daughter, we planned for that child. And even though that we planned, guess what? It still didn't work out. I mean, we both wanted that baby, and the baby came, and, but other people have other things that they want to do. And you got to just let them be themselves or whatever. So, it's okay. It's cool. Oh, hopefully I can get my hair braided. All right, you guys. Be good. We're 34 minutes into the hour. So be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.
Niggas playing hard, but he really soft. Prosper got shot. Tate got shot. Desi got dropped. Damn. Nate got popped. Damn. Leaky got shot. What the hell? Splash face hot. On game. Corbin got kidnapped. around. Curtis Corbin got kidnapped, lost, got his ass found. Okay.